So, as you can see here, this is a picture of another kid. They do the pedophilia type of torture. Like I said, I've made a lot of videos. They want you to identify and feel guilty for the things they do to you. They make me look at this kid in this nasty sexual pedophilia ways, as always, and want you to feel identified and try to make you feel like this is you just naturally experiencing that. Obviously, but now you understand that I'm completely validated that they do the pedophilia type of torture. They force you to experience disturbing things toward children. It's nasty. Before that, they just made me imagine some terrible like sexual act with a child, like oral sexual act with a child, and then so they start like try to disturb me and do these nasty things. And it's like, no, we caught you with these thoughts. Those are the thoughts they force people to experience to push them to lose their mind. It's disgusting. They use these pedophilia type of tactics to break people down. What kind of man can survive this and be okay? What kind of woman can survive it? So you obviously know that they do the pedophilia type of torture. They do so much issue. There's so much issue with pedophilia issues, even as entities, that even BuzzFeed just called out the fact that these agencies are failed pedophiles. But forget about that. Even just within the program, what you've heard is they have these tactics of breaking down the ego. And guess how they do that? Through pedophilia. And you hear this next door neighbor, I hear this trash talking. They're just bottom feeders. At this point, you understand they can even use children because this technology is so sophisticated. It can make a child sound smarter than what they are. They're nasty. But then they try to sound fierce when they do that, which I detest the most. There's nothing more disgusting to hear a trash who works in this program that force people to experience pedophilia type of torture and try to sound fierce. A black girl, it's you. And they're nasty pedos. That's what they don't like. They're trash. Listen to the buzz when they were doing the pedophilia type of torture in my head. With a kid, that's why they make this noise campaign. They made me, hold on, let me see even, like I'm gonna hear from here. They made me imagine this sexual stimulation, sexual imagination with a kid giving me like some disturbing things. Hold on, listen. Yes?
Got a package downstairs.
Is it downstairs?
Got a package downstairs.
Okay, I'll come down. So he did this on purpose. Okay, I'm coming down, thank you. So I kept this snippet because I was making a reality check, and they force you to have this disturbing. They made me imagine, let me just be transparent, a child giving me oral sex. Disgusting. You hear this person immediately to try to make you accept this thing, make this noise campaign. And this is a way to be like, oh, we caught you with these thoughts, caught you, listen here. And they want you to identify to this. And me, I'm not identified to this. Regardless of how they try to put in my brain right now, they try to have this back and forth, create some thoughts for me to find this like normal. They force you to have these thoughts and want you to be identified. And say, oh, we caught you. You see here? No, these low lives are 100% aware that the thoughts can be manipulated to experience any kind of imagination that they want. What is typically done to break somebody down is implant sexual pedophilia thoughts in the target's mind. Child porn is played in somebody's mind. Can you imagine? With this technology, they can override your thoughts. That is used. And these people are supposed to be like, oh, it's you. This is natural. You will think like that. And try to make you feel guilty for having thoughts that these people themselves implant in your head. With this technology that's sophisticated, we know at this point that this is a human experimentation, and this super sophisticated weaponry can implant any thoughts, any imagination. But they try to say, no, we're just analyzing what's happening to your brain. You see that basic gaslighting they use? No, it's just like we're just looking at what's happening to your brain, and we're not manipulating. It's just you. It's just your thoughts, because we're just watching you. We will not play with your thoughts. We will not manipulate your thoughts. They literally try to, and it's like this basic ass way of just to make you subscribe to something that's falsified. You can see, obviously it's not me. Obviously I know what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do to me. Obviously I know what you're trying to make things look like. But it's too much validation. Even if I was just, let's just say, there was no validation, I would know it's not my thoughts. But the validations are extremely like this. There's so much of it. Yesterday there was this bottom feeder that I work for this coworker. She used the words gaslighting. Yes, this is a a gaslighting method on steroid. Of course, this is the government doing this. So they're just like, oh no, just ignore everything that's logical. But yes, it's you. We just now forget about the testimonials that even validates you to the nth degree, saying that they just force my thoughts to think this way. It's you. Listen to this person. He's gonna buzz every time this is gonna happen to your head. Oh really? Now I subscribe to this, and you hear this trash using this tonality. It's like, oh, he'll rape you, to try to disorient me. If I get raped or not, when I get raped or not, you still have forced me to imagine disturbing pedophilia thoughts. If I get my head cut off, you still work for pedophiles. If I get stabbed a million times, you still work for entities that force people to imagine pedophilia things, pedophilia thoughts. You force people to imagine things that are falsified, that are disgusting. Even if I get cut up in different pieces, even if I get beat, get 1,000 punches, that is not going to stop that. And they will try to change subject and try to talk about me as a kid, and they try to create like an extreme version, talk about beso. Oh, they try to like make it seem like this is a regular thought. You are delusional trash. It's like, no, remember when you were a kid, oh, that thing that just happened. It's like, yeah, and they have to push it to even further. It's like, yeah, okay. It's like, oh, now in me as a kid, that's I would think like it's delusional. Trash and bottom feeders. To all my target individuals, stay strong. I just get on the call. I pretend I'm on the phone. It's like, hey, I start talking on the phone, saying, oh, you know what, a 2-year and 6-year-old being sexually. Something done to them sexually by the CIA agent, interesting. A 3-year-old being zapped by these target individuals, very interesting. Oh yeah, no, I will not see them as the pedophiles and low life that they are. Well, this trash is like, bezos. And if you only knew what that meant, right? It's just disturbing. And it's me when I was a kid, and they try to like exaggerate something that didn't even happen. Now I even have grown women when I'm with them sexually try to create something like I try to go. I was like, oh, you disgusting! You just try to make me imagine a child doing this. You disgusting low lives. They are low lives that sold their soul to pedophiles and call it being a war.
Targets are forced to view child pornography in their minds.
It's somebody trying to end who I am as a person. It's somebody trying to take over my mind, putting thoughts of pedophiles. Like, this disgusting thing.
To smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture, including the threat of planted.
The day-to-day is not as loud as it used to be before. It's more stealthy. Like, they turn it down a notch. They turn it down a lot to make it appear as though the thoughts in my head are actually mine, which I know they aren't most of the time, because these people are very perverse.
Called V2K, or voice to skull. This involves the projection of voices, noises, and music directly into my mind to communicate with me in real time and at the speed of thought. And it also includes the manipulation of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions in the person's mind.